Their kits online, the reason why they're $54 or more is because it comes with the plastic PVC piping, the clips, and the cloth that you need. But between the cloth that I got for $20 and the pool noodles, or which $1.25 now because dollar store is no longer a dollar store. So staples, your hammer, and wire, which our wire is about 1/8 of an inch thick. I went and cut these about 1.5 feet long. So when we put our pool noodles on here with the wire attached, which I'll show you, onto our bed, our pool noodles are going to bend over on the wire and stay just like that. So all together, because I had the staples and the wire here at the house, it's going to run about $25 instead of $54 and up. So I'm going to go ahead and put this last piece of metal into the board that I have. Bring you a little bit closer so you can see. I'll turn you right around. There's our Brussels sprouts. Oh, sorry about my arm being in the way. So these do not have to be perfectly aligned. It's up to you if you want them to be. I don't really have OCD with this. I always keep my staples, nails, or screws in my pocket so I never lose them. Get my plants out of the way because I don't want to hit those. This is the row right here where you can see where the cabbage worm has been busy, and there's no onions in this row. So that's why he's decided he wants to eat the Brussels. But we're gonna fix that pretty cheap. I swear, it's the only bitch about living in the city. Denton. All kinds of ruckus. That's just a onion that I never planted. These ones don't seem to be having an issue over here. These ones right here. Not too sure why, but they're planted in pure cow shit. So that does help. Nice windy day. So you get to see how well this is gonna work. As you can tell, this is the row that don't have any onions in it, and it's also the row that's getting eaten. This one obviously has onions in it. No other plant was touched by the cabbage worm, except for this one right here, but I went and planted an onion right here after the fact. Now we have our cabbage heads up here. These are going to be 15-pound cabbages by the time they get done growing. I do have onions way down here at the beginning. Don't mind that leaf, I ate a little bit of it. You can eat the cabbage leaves, it's perfectly fine. Oh, there's a weed. So, as much as I don't like doing this, I'll walk at my garden bed to show you. I'm gonna have to weed it anyways before we put this cloth over the top, but it's still gonna let the sun in and the rain, or when we water it. Oops, that's why I don't like walking in my garden. I just stepped in an onion. So you can tell that it works pretty good, the companion planting. So if you haven't seen that video, it's in our gardening section. Alright, so I decided to go with this board here. It's a lot easier to get the staple into. Get the other staple out. Now this is a perfect day to do this. Perfect day to do this because it's so windy out. And the staples are obviously going to hold this together really well. So I'm going to go around and continue doing this. And be careful where I put the camera because it's on my plants. Alright, now that DJ is here, he is decided it'd be a better idea just to cover the cabbage. So all he's doing is he's going through and cutting plastic pieces to keep that one section separate from the beets, so we don't really have to cover the beets anyways, so that part don't really matter too much. So he's gonna work on that, and we have the wires in for our cloth. So we're gonna go ahead and just put our pool noodle out, straighten up our wire a little bit. All we're gonna do is bend them over. If it pokes through a little bit, just redirect your wire. Because I'll end up using this cloth for camping too. So it's gonna come in handy. Oh, you know what? The hell with it. I'm gonna bend this a little bit. Kinda gotta feel around when you're putting this in, if you bend it the way I just did. If it keeps poking out, just direct it back in through the bottom. I'll show you what I'm talking about. That'll help you a little bit. See how that wire pokes through there? All you want this to do is to basically brace that cloth. So I'm going to go ahead and keep doing it all the way down. So here are the pool noodles that are going to hold up our netting for the cabbage and Brussels sprouts. So we're going to get ready and put the netting on. It's a lot easier when you got two people in on this.
Oh, so you need my help?
Yep.
Yeah?
I'm sure to help you. I need your assistance, sir. Let's make nice mosquito netting.
Oh,
That's why I don't want to cut it.
well, hold on. Hold
I
on, you ain't cutting there.
try to avoid cutting it
You ain't
as
cutting.
much as possible.
Yeah.
I'm tripping over fucking piles of shit.
Holy shit. You didn't tell me this was this fucking
Yeah. It is 10 foot by 33 foot.
So you could have covered the whole fucking garden?
So, yeah, I could have covered the whole garden bed. So all we're going to do is tuck it in. And I'm going to set rocks on top of some of this. There's a nail there. Don't put a hole in it. We're using it for camping. pull it tight. But once it's pulled tight, this is what it's gonna look like. So don't forget to hit like and subscribe to this video. And we'll catch you next time. And there is our netting for our cabbage and our Brussels sprouts. All completed. Pool noodles do come in handy after all. Other than just swimming.